Hi everyone, I hope you are doing great. This moment, I'm here to share with you the summary of the seminar that was held on the Rock Boss some days ago. The seminar was tagged Habits That Make You Rich. Habits that make you rich. Habits are the junks of human's life. What you do subconsciously without thinking too much about them. And these things really determines how your life will be eventually. Everything that a man does is a product of habit, whether you are conscious of it or not, whether you know how you learn them or not. They are products of habit. For example, many of us don't need to think about how we just find ourselves after we have woke up in the morning, just go out with your toothbrush and begin to brush your teeth. You don't think about how you move your hand up, down, because you have mastered it. It has become habit. And that's even promote your health, your oral health. So also, there are many things that we do that has developed over time, that has become habit. Habits are learnable. Habits are unlearnable. You can learn a new habit that you know can profit you. You can unlearn a bad habit that you know is detrimental to your growth and to your well-being. So that we understand that habits are learnable and unlearnable, this gives us an advantage to consciously reprogram our subconscious for excellence performance. Any rich person that you see that becomes rich is not by magic. It's not by chance. There are some small things that they do which add up over time that makes them become who they are in the society, and which I will be sharing a couple of them with you this moment. The number one habit that I have on my list here is waking up early. You have to learn how to be waking up early enough to start your day. Many of us are fond of waking up by 9, by 10, depending on your activities during that time or where you find yourself. As a student, if you have lectures by 8 and you are the type that always wake up late, that means you have an habit of going late to the class. Why? Because of an existing habit. So an habit can sponsor another habit. A bad habit can in turn produce a chain of bad habits. So if you have the habit of waking up late and you have a lecture, definitely you will be going late for classes and you missed a lot of information that has been shared and some other opportunities. Waking up early is something that you can learn. It is learnable. To wake up early, you have to sleep early. Because an average human should at least sleep for an average of 5 to 8 hours for maximum productivity. at least 5 to 8 hours. So if you want to be waking up early, for example, you want to be waking up 5 a.m. daily, it is possible. If you want to be waking up 5 a.m., you have to sleep at least by 11 in the night or by 10. So when you can plan your sleeping time to that time, you have the hours to rest your body system to begin another journey of a new day. So, what does waking up early does to a man, and how do that influence or impact someone's life in the journey of being rich and being wealthy? As we know that we have 24 hours in a day, and some hours will be dedicated for sleep, so you will be able to function well. For example, let's say 5 hours or 6 hours is dedicated for resting out of 24. Let's speak 6 hours now. Let's say 6 hours is dedicated for sleeping out of 24. That means you have 18 hours left that you can use to engage in different activities during the day before another day comes. Now, someone who sleeps 10 hours, who can just sleep anyhow, sleep 10 hours, that person will be having 14 hours to use to engage him or herself in the daily activities. So having more time guarantees more activities. And having more time for useful and productive activities guarantees more success. You might have all the hours at your hand, but how you use them really matters. So the rich always wake up early to start their day. They will plan their day, what they want to do, how they want to, who they want to meet, how they want the day to run. So waking up early will give you more chances of engaging your hours more productive, and which will give you high chance of becoming rich. Another thing, habits that we'll be looking at is seeking needful information. As we know that the age that we are now, informations are flying all around. Information does not need your consent to pass your side. Information is coming from the social media, from the WhatsApp, from the Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, and the like. There are informations on TV, on radios. Friends have something to share with you. Parents have something to share with you. Colleagues at work have something to share with you. Information are just there. What the rich people does is that they go after the informations that they know is essential for their financial growth. They don't just allow anything to cloud their mind. They don't just allow anything to fill their hearts. They consciously seek information that are important. For example, as a student, if they are teaching you series of courses, those courses they are teaching you, in them are the information needed for you to understand those courses. Now, your success in that department depends on how you understand those information, how serious you are in allowing them to enter you and use them. So that will determine how successful you are in that department. A student who has been engaging him or herself in those relevant information that are needed to pass an examination from the beginning of a semester will eventually do well than someone who just starts absorbing those information 2 hours to the exam. Even if the person who crammed for the exam has A, you can't compare their worth in terms of quality with another person who has been studying. The person who has been studying will have become something. Those information have produced a kind of person out of such individual. But someone who just come, you just notice that those informations are nowhere to be found after the examination. So the rich people always seek needful information. They know that knowledge is power. They know that knowledge is equivalent to the amount of income that you will have. So for you to be rich, you must be an information addict. You must just go after knowledge, useful information. Let's say you are having a business, and that business is fashion designing. You have a skill of fashion designing. You should not just master the art of sewing alone, or the art of designing some. You must understand your customers. You must understand the styles of the time. You must give room for knowledge, because the more informed you are, the more empowered you will be, and the more prepared you will also be for an opportunity that might be coming. But if you are uninformed, you won't know what is going on. You will be limited in your reasoning capacity. So the need to seek needful information. So the rich they are always fond of seeking new information. And you can also learn this habit. The habit is learnable. You can be improving yourself by finding books that are helpful, that you will be reading to self-improve and to develop yourself in the area of your interest. And the more better you become, the more valuable you will be, and the more you attract this thing we call riches. Another thing or habit that the rich people have mastered is the habit of goal setting. Goal setting. The rich set goal for themselves. They always have one or two things that they are aiming to achieve at every point in time. They set a short-term goal, they set a medium-term and a long-term goal. Short-term goal for like a day or a week. A medium-term goal that goes for about 1 year, 2 years, and a long-term goals that goes for like 10, 15 years. So they know what they want. Setting a goal for yourself will narrow your focus and will make all your activities to be narrowed. All what you'll be doing will be geared towards that objective that you have set for yourself. Not having a goal opens you up to anything that comes your way. Opens you up to a regular pattern of living. And when you are not regular in things you are doing, you don't know what you want, you will just have what you have to have. Just have anything that comes your way. So the rich people master the art of goal setting. They set goal for their health. They set goal for their finance. They set goal for their relationship. They set goal for their career. They set goal for even improving themselves. So goal setting, if you can master the art of goal setting, you list on a paper what you want to achieve or do for a week. I want to get a new skill. I want to increase my source of income. Said doing those things will enable or prepare you for formulating plans and doing some things, taking actions that will eventually make you to reach that goal. It's better to have a goal than to have none. Set one. That one will prepare you or make you more better than someone who has nothing that they are working with. So goal setting is very, very important. Another habit that the rich people have mastered is the habit of budgeting. budgeting is a finance and accounting register. And budgeting deals with you line listing all your expenses based on the income that you have. You highlight all what you need. There are things that are needs. There are things that are wants. Things that are needs are something that if you don't have them, you won't live conveniently. Things that are want are things that they coming into your life or you having them, they are just an addendum, a supplement. If you don't have them, you cannot die. So the rich understand what needs are and they understand what wants are. And they always budget based on needs, what they need, not what they want. And they ensure that their budgets are duly followed. They follow their budget. They don't digress from what they have set for themselves. Many poor people don't budget. You don't even know what budgeting is all about. Any money that enters their hand, the first thing that will come to your head is that let's go and spend. Let's go and spend. Another one will come. That's not how to become rich. If you want to become, you must master the art of budgeting. You must know how to focus on your need, not on your wants. No, this thing is not something that will happen magical. It's what you will have to acquire those habits and live perpetually over time using these habits. And I guarantee that you will definitely become rich. Because these are what the rich people does. These are what they do. That makes them who they are today. Another habit that I'll be sharing that the rich people has is investing and saving. Saving and investment. The rich always save at least 20% of their income. I know that you, my listeners, will be in different cadres of financial status. You might be thinking that, okay, what is entering my hand is not that much to meet my needs. How will I survive with the little? How do you want me to be saving from the little that I'm earning? See, save first. Keep something first and see whether you will die. Don't let the fear of will it be enough after I've saved? Don't let that fear stop you from doing what is required. Because when you save consistently a proportion or an amount over time, those money that you have saved will be available for you to do something useful, something substantial. But now what the rich people also does is that after they have saved, they look for a good opportunity or another venue to invest their fund. What saving does is that saving conserves money for you. You have a reserve. What investing does is that investing will multiply what you have. Your money will work for you. Your money will begin to work for you. You enter the process of multiplication. And another thing is that the rich don't just invest blindly. They invest in what they understand. They invest in something that they grasp. They know how it works. Many people invest in Ponzi scheme, looking for investment that offer you high return. Give 10,000 and collect 100,000 naira. Your money will just disappear because that kind of return is not realistic. So the rich people invest in what they understand and an investment that offer a reasonable returns. Reasonable, note that word, reasonable returns. Return that is reasonable. Another thing, habit that the rich people has mastered is the habit of taking responsibility. Taking responsibility. Taking responsibility. The rich people don't pass blame on others. They always take responsibility for anything that happens in their spheres. They are always in charge, always in control. They don't have victim mentality. They have a victor mentality. They are always in charge. They are not a victim, but a victor. They take up responsibility in time and on time. And that makes them become who they are. They take responsibility for their financial status. Some people now believe that the reason why they are poor is because their parent is poor. Or the reason why they are poor is because of the present state of our economy in Nigeria. But the reason why they are not having enough is because of one uncle that failed to sponsor or help them. No, the rich people don't think that way. They think that regardless of all of these factors I've mentioned that the poor people normally consider, the rich people always believe that they are the one responsible. They believe that they are the one in control of their life. They are the one that will design what they want out of their life for themselves. They always take responsibility. So if you want to become rich, master the art of taking responsibility for your life, master the art of taking responsibility for every of your actions and things that happens in your life. It is very, very important. The last thing that I will be sharing, the last habit that I will be sharing with you, that the rich people always do and they have mastered is the habit of creating multiple streams of income. Creating multiple streams of income. There's a portion in the scripture in Ecclesiastes 11:1. It talks about diversifying your investment. It says invest in 7 things. Year 8. So the rich people do not depend on a source of income. The average rich people that you will see have at least 7 different sources of income. They have at least 7 different sources of income. 7 different. Many poor people just believe that, okay, let me just get a job and be getting something. Or as a student, probably your only source of income is what they give you from home. It shouldn't be. After they have given you money from home, you should, out of the money when you have saved, you should use the one you've saved to invest in some things that can yield more money for you. That's what the rich people does. Okay, for example, now looking at a rich man in Nigeria, Aliko Dangote, he has cement, he sells sugar, he sells flour, he sells salt, he has an oil refinery, he has an automobile plant. I've counted like 6. And some other things that I couldn't even remember now. So you could see that the rich create multiple streams of income. Multiple. Why do someone need to create a multiple streams of income? The simple answer to that is that if a streams of income fails to yield, another will yield. Because the way life is built, life is in cycle. Life is in cycle. Life is in cycle. There was a time that we all shouted Happy New Year, and very soon you'll be hearing the year is running to an end. So there is a cycle, and even in a year there are seasons. We have the dry, the rainy, dry season, rainy season, harmattan period, and the like. So life is a season. So for every streams of income, every stream of income has their own season also. There will be time that there will be good yield from that source of income. There will be time that there will be scarcity there. A time that you might not be getting so well there. There will be time that challenges may arise there. Let's say you are even having a stable, what some people call stable source of income. Probably you are earning a salary. Anything can happen. You can just be fired. Something can happen that your work will just stop. You can lose your hand and you might be irrelevant in that company. Something can just happen. that will make that source of income to stop. Now, if you only depend on that, that means you will be stranded. So they need to, create multiple streams of income for yourself. The rich always ask themselves, what can I do? What can I do? What problem can I solve? How can this happen? This. And that always make them to find a way to multiply and to create another streams of income for themselves. And the more streams you have, the more money will be coming into your pocket and the more rich shall you become. Just like you filling a bucket or you are filling a storage with a little cup of water, to take a longer years for that storage to be filled up. Or assuming the same storage, but you have like 10 pipes. 10 pipes. That water is flowing through, and you channel them into the storage. In a couple of minutes, the storage will get filled up. So that's how it works. So that will just be all that I'll be sharing with you for now. I hope you will find this information useful and you adopt them and begin to live by this habit that the rich people has mastered. Thanks so much.